Welcome back to Houston Life. Singer Christina Wells is no stranger to the spotlight, appearing in dozens of shows in the Houston area, wowing us all on America's Got Talent, even guest co-hosting Houston Life. She was very good at that. Now she is hitting the stage with an accessory she hadn't planned, a wheelchair. Christina joins us now to chat about her current and upcoming shows. A big announcement about reprising one of your most asked about, most popular roles, and of course, how you're adapting to the new set of wheels. It's so nice to see you, my friend.
It's so wonderful to see you too, Derek. Thank you.
We were all stunned after Memorial Day when, well, I guess it was about a month after Memorial Day, when you posted a video online to all of your followers. And I know people who follow you online, some of them are local, but you have this great community of fans. You posted this video explaining that you are now in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Asking people not to ask you when you're going to walk again because you don't know.
I don't.
For people who didn't see this online, Christina, tell us how it all went down.
Well, you know, I sew and I do all kinds of crafty things, and I'd given myself a whole day off on Memorial Day just to sew. And the next morning, you know, I got up for work. You know, I work from home. I remote as a nurse, and I had this really horrible pain in my right hip. And you know, I have multiple sclerosis, and I've had it for 8 years. And I thought it was just an MS problem. So I have a battery of things I do, creams, pills, you know, all the stuff. And I did all of that, and the pain just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Well, that day, me and Theresa, my brand manager, we had a meeting. And I'm like crying, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm working it out. I'm working it out." Because you know, when you think you can take care of it.
That is so you, by the way.
It is so me. It is so me. So by the evening, though, unfortunately, by myself, I was screaming in pain alone, and I was blacking out because it was so intense. I've never had pain like this in my life, and I called Theresa, and I was like, "Please come and take me to the hospital." And she came and got me, and I don't know how we got me in the car, but we did it. And she took me to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for 9 days. And after multiple tests, MRIs, CT scans, I learned that I have what's called a torn labrum. So if you think of your hip, you know, like a socket and a joint like this is your leg, this pad of cartilage between there, mine has been like shredded and cut open. And it must have been happening over time, and kind of the, you know, the hair, you know, straw that broke the camel's back. And my quadricep is almost totally torn off, and my hamstring is completely torn. And I could not sit or stand at all when I was in the hospital, and they just couldn't seem to get my pain controlled. It was so horrible. I had to lay completely flat. And I just thought of all the things that I was planning to do. I'm booked until next year. And I just saw it all going down the drain. I had a huge opportunity that was gonna happen in Atlanta that I had to email and cancel. And I'm writing these emails with tears running down my face, laying flat in a hospital bed. But a dear friend helped me find a rehab center. It was the HCA Southeast Rehab on Beltway 8. And they accepted me into their rehab program, and I got admitted there on June the 3rd. It was 9 days later after I'd been admitted to the hospital. And at that point in time, all I could do was, from a flat position, put my elbow up for 6 seconds, and then I had to lay flat again. And the therapist, Josh, Ileana, Ariana, Tony, Jaslyn, they helped me over the next 17 days through the most torturous physical therapy that I've ever had to do in my life, to eventually be able to sit for 30 minutes and then be able to sit for an hour. And you know, you're doing an hour and a half with physical therapy and then an hour and a half with occupational therapy. And this is not pretty therapy. This is not, "Oh, I'm doing exercises. Look, I'm lifting weights." No, this is like working till failure, working to the point where I'm going to pass out, and then like catching my breath. And something that has occurred with this is I've developed something called autonomic dysreflexia, where your body is like kind of yelling through your blood pressure, your pulse. So my heart rate was 150, just sitting still 135, doing exercises, it would go to 175. You don't get enough blood to your brain when that happens. And I'd start blacking out and seeing stars. We got to stop, to the point where the last 2 days I was in therapy, I could sit for 6 hours. Wow. And now I have home health, and I do therapy at home. And What up, Genevieve? Yeah, what up, Genevieve? What up, Val? Those are my PTOT. I really like to shout them out because, you know, you can only imagine me going through stuff that's painful. I'm not shy when I'm happy, honey. I ain't shy when I'm hurting either. And so I got a big voice. I'll be like, oh, Lord Jesus. And so, yes, and now I will say that I have been able to stand for 5 minutes with my walker with therapy at home, and I am doing tons of arm exercises, and I can wheel my chair around. And I don't know if anybody's seen like some of the videos we've posted, because I'm not going to hide. I think that's something that people think, just like when I went on America's Got Talent, it was like I need to hide my weight, or I need to hide things. I don't need to hide anything. I'm not perfect. This is hard. It's not easy. I had a hard day yesterday, and my casted hairspray had to come around me and show me love, and I had to lay on the couch, and you know, this isn't easy, but just like anything, if you want something, you know, there's a line in Hairspray. You know, if something's worth having, it's worth fighting for. And my life is worth fighting for. And so I decided, and I told Theresa, my brand manager, I talk about her constantly because she's just been an angel for me through this. She's literally carried me through this experience. My sister, my sons, everyone's just rallied around me. My daughter-in-law, my grandbabies, they sent me drawings and paintings when I was in the hospital, and they put them on the ceiling on the top of the wall. When I laid flat, I could look at them, and they've all, you know, rallied and helped me to get to this point where I'm cute wheeling around in my chair.
You look
good. I know, and people are like, girl, you can still sing in the chair. I'm like, what do you mean I can still sing in the chair? Child, I will sing laying flat. So no, I'm not giving up. So yeah, here we are.
That's the great news.
Yeah, I'm not giving up.
What a few months you've had, and right now you can actually catch Christina on stage in Hairspray.
Well, actually you can, because them tickets sold out, baby.
Are they?
Ain't never a seat to be left. But I will tell you what you can catch me at next. I'm going to be at Doc's Houston on July 28th. I'm going to be there with Lone Star Lyric Theater. Kelly Estes is directing it.
The Jazz Club.
Oh, honey, I'm so excited. It's this amazing cast of people. We're doing a show called Follies. It's like a concert show. And I want to tell you, in the hospital, I had to start calling people, right? So I called Kelly. She had never met me before, but we booked this, right? And I'm like, hey, I'm in a wheelchair. And she was like, okay, what are the specs?
No problem.
And I'm going to tell you that Doc's Houston built a ramp just for me. And if you go get tickets, you will see the ramp on this illustration of the tickets. So, and they even hired an extra performer who's called the Broadway Baby, who pushes me around just so that I didn't have to push myself.
I want that job. That sounds fun.
Look, honey, that kind of love and support.
I'm sure it means so much.
We
got to take a quick commercial break. Christina Wells, we're going to find out more about her upcoming performances, including a very popular role you are reprising in December. So yes, wheelchair, but still a full list of gigs. Find out what they are when Houston Life comes back. Don't go away.
Cute hair.
Well, you do have cute hair. Did you notice Christina's been growing her hair out? It looks good. This is, Lauren Kelly was just saying, this is the longest we've seen your hair. Okay, in case you're just joining us, so Christina Wells, Hairspray is sold out. That's the bad news. Runs through July 25th.
Yes.
But the good news is you are still continuing to perform.
Of course.
And you've had the creative community rally around you.
Yes.
You just mentioned Doc's Jazz Club. They built a wheelchair ramp for you. So you were moving forward with a lot of your planned projects.
Oh, definitely. After that, in August, from the 13th to the 17th, I'm going to be doing Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm going to be King Herod with Sankofa Collective, and directed by Arik Davis, and I'm super excited. They're putting me on like a box and pushing me around, baby. So that was working out. He said, honey, I'll take you how you come. And then most importantly, the big announcement that I want to make is that I am going to be Ursula in The Little Mermaid in December. And I will tell you, I have Dan Connectus, their artistic director's phone number. You know, you never use that kind of stuff. And I texted him and I said, can you please call me? And he called me immediately. That blows my mind. And I was like, hey, long story short, your girl's in a wheelchair. And I was like, I'm 100% committed to being Ursula. My arms work, I can sing. And he said to me, Christina, we are 1,000% committed to you as Ursula, and we will figure this out. And he started throwing amazing ideas that I don't want to tell anyone, because spoiler alert, but baby, I'm about to be all the Ursula when it comes this December. So get your tickets, tuts.org, baby.
It's fantastic. I believe it starts December 8th.
Yes, it does.
So we'll see you there, Jesus Christ Superstar at the Deluxe Theater. Do we have that list of all the upcoming performances?
There you go, yes.
So Hairspray, again, sold out, but plays through July 25th. And one night only, Follies at Doc's Jazz Club in Montrose, right there on Westheimer. And of course, Jesus Christ Superstar and The Little Mermaid. Also, what I think is a beautiful silver lining here, Christina Wells, in our final moments, you have found this community. A whole community of people have found you after sharing your story.
Yes, it's been amazing. I've had so many people who are disabled who want to perform reach out to me online. And the video that we posted of me singing Big Blonde and Beautiful, Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman, who wrote Hairspray, messaged me on Instagram, and they now follow me. It's insane. And so who knew this wheelchair would open doors? I would think that, you think that it's going to happen in other ways, but baby, trust and believe. You can say what you want, but it's going to happen the way it's going to happen. Your fate is, it's going to happen no matter what. What's meant for you is meant for you, and it will come and find you, even if you're on wheels, baby.
Amen. You said it well. Also, something I didn't realize. I've known you for 10 years now.
Yes, you have.
Right after you were on America's Got Talent, many people didn't realize you had a walker at that time.
I did. I was still using my rollator. I was a wheeled walker, and I just didn't want it on the show. So if you go back and watch that video, there's a stool next to me, and they held my hand and took me out on stage. If you notice, you never see me walk on or off the stage, and that's because I was like wobbly still with my MS, and I rehabbed myself with physical therapy to not have to use my walker these past few years. So this has been a big change, but I'm willing to work just as hard as I did then to see if I can get these legs to walk like I did last time.
Well, there you go. Christina Wells, no matter what the future holds, I know you will navigate it with class and with ease. I love you, my friend.
I love you too, Derek. Thank you for always supporting my dreams and my goals and giving me this amazing platform to share myself online and on television. I would not have these opportunities if we hadn't met so long ago when I was so nervous in that Galleria Mall. So thank you, Derek, for being my friend.
You're kind to say that, but truly, we book you for selfish reasons because you're so talented. We can't imagine life without you. Christina Wells, we've posted a link, by the way, to all her upcoming performances on our website. There's the list once again. Art Park Players, Hairspray, Follies, Jesus Christ Superstar, and of course, The Little Mermaid coming up at Tuts in December.